Hi everyone. So in continuation with the Terraform, so we will be talking about the day 12 of the Terraform today. And in day 12, we will be talking about the functions in the Terraform. So just like other Python programming language, there are multiple inbuilt functions as well, correct? And in programming languages, you used to create your own functions as well. But in the Terraform provides you some inbuilt functions so that you can do your multiple operations like join, string, and other map related functions, correct? So till now we have covered this all day 11 S3 event, RDS creation, issue creation, VVC creation, and Terraform state file related details about the Terraform data and output block and conditional resource creation, all these things. Today I will be talking about the functions in the Terraform. So I have already written down the code. As usual, we used to save the times and we much focus on the concept, correct? So I will be creating few of the resources and we will be talking about few of the functions say in detail in this particular video. So before getting into that, let's come to the PPT here and we will understand what the function is, correct? So you might be earlier working with your Python or Java kind of technology. So functions in Terraform allow you to manipulate and transform data with configurations, correct? So you can see that whatever the data you have and you want to manipulate that, like you have written down some data in your uppercase and you want to that output would be in the lowercase, so you can use that functions, correct? If you want to pass a string and you want to get the maximum number or the minimum number out of that string or the out of that array, so you can use the main function, man function. So these are examples of the functions: numeric functions, string functions, correction, or file system. Like if you have the zip file created there, correct? And out of that zip file you want to fetch the code, so for that you can use the file system, correct? Sorry, it is encoding functions, base 64 encode and others, correct? Then there is a date and time function. So we will be seeing all these examples in our code. So we'll be talking about only few examples here, correct? So let's get into the resource block of the Terraform. So here we are creating AWS VPC that will be created, and we are passing CIDR and other things, correct? So we are much focused on the functions. So I'll be talking specifically on function section. So as you can see in the name, like whatever the VPC name will be created, I'm passing that in the tags, and the tags I have used the lower function here. So whatever the variable will be there in the customer name, that will be lowered, correct? So in the bash.tf, if you see the default value is the demo, where D is the caps, but while it will be the output, it will lower down that D, correct? So if I do the demo, just let me put it as the whole. I will be putting as demo. So demo is the capital one, correct? But when it will be created, it will be a small, and the all the demo keyword will be the all letters will be in the small functions, correct? So that is the one of the functions what we are using. Second function, we are using the two sets. So if you can see the variable dot availability is on a kind of list, correct? It has the three tuples: episode 1A, episode 1B, episode 1C. So what does that mean? That means these availability zones are in the form of list, but I have to implement the for each. For each, that means I have to do the retrieving kind of thing, correct? So one by one, the value will be passed into this, and for each block will walk on that. So for that, I have used two set functions. What does this two set function does? It converts argument to a set value. As you can see in the pop-up, it converts argument to a set value, and it will pick up the values one by one, and it will run to create this AWS subnet, correct? In different availability zones. Then there's a function for index, correct? It will pick up the index of that variable availability zones. So one by one, it will pick up the index 0th, 1th, and 2nd, correct? Then there are different functions as well. Here again, I have used the lower function to give the name of DB parameter group. And then if you see, there are other functions as well, element and split. So what this split will do? So there are two variables here, DB engine version and the DB engine, correct? So let's check on the DB engine version. What is the value of that? So if you see, DB engine version has the value 17.2, correct? So if you see, let me put a comment here. So DB engine version has 17.2. So what it will do, the split function will split this value 17.2 based on this decimal. So this split function will break this 17.2 based on the decimal, and it will pick up the 0th index. So when it will break down 17.2 in two parts, so it will be 17, and then the second part will be 2. So this will be kind of first, like it will be part of, like just suppose it will be part of list 17, comma 2. That will be your list. So out of 17 and 2, 0, this will be 0th and this will be the first index. So it will pick up the 0th index and that will be merged with the DB engine. That means the DB engine has the value Postgres. So it will be Postgres 17, correct? That will be the family name. So this is how a split function will work. Then again going with another function. So here you can see the replace function. So what this replace function will do, you can see this time as temp. This is one more inbuilt function, time as temp. This is for S3 bucket resource, correct? So this time as temp function will generate the time in the UTC format in this particular format, YM and DDTH. So like year, month, date, and the time stamps, correct? That moment. And we have to pass the bucket name in the with this help of this particular variables and the replace function, correct? So what this replace will do, it will replace the colons and the dots. So whatever the colons and dot will be generated in this particular time as time duration, it will be replaced with hyphens, correct? To create a valid bucket name. So that is one of the use case, replace and the time as time. These are the two functions. And talking more, so there's one more function we have used, the utilized. So sorry, the max. So we have utilized this one. So max instance size will it like variable dot instance sizes has some value, correct? You can see it has the value 1, 2, 4, and 8, correct? This it has four values. So if we have to select it, what is the maximum value out of this string? So it is the maximum value. But if rather than retrieving over all the functions, there is a already inbuilt function that is called as max. So max var dot instance size will populate you the value, maximum value out of that particular list. Correct. So these are few of the examples what we are talking here. And let's see how it works. Let's implement that I will, correct. So let me do the Terraform init here. Terraform init. And then we will do the Terraform plan and Terraform apply to see how it works. Let me do the Terraform plan. And we will check the plan first, correct? So this lower should be lowerize the variable name, customer name, correct? And in the variable name, we have passed the demo as a capital letter, correct? So you can see that demo, DEMO, that has been converted to lowercase demo underscore VPC, correct? You can see that. Then talking about the second we have talked about the availability zone. So you can see for the availability zone, when subnets are being created, it's picking up the value one by one, episode 1C, which is the value from the list, episode 1C, episode 1B, and 1A. Correct, episode 1C, then episode 1B, it has created a arguments and it's passing it a set value, episode 1A, correct. Then we had this index that has been covered here. Then talking about the lower dip for the DB parameter group. So you will see, uh, okay, so it has created the S3 bucket first. So let's see S3 bucket, and the name of the bucket will be populated once it's implemented. So we will check it on later on, correct? Let's see other plans. So other is DB parameter group. So in the DB parameter group, the name will be again known by, known. It's already known, demo DB parameter, correct? So you can see the DB parameter resource here. What is the name? Lower variable dot customer name DB parameter. Customer name was capital demo. So it has lowercase demo hyphen DB parameter, correct? And then if you see about this family name, so family name we talked that it will be broken into 17 and then 2, and then the family name will be based on the DB engine plus 17, correct? So you can see Postgres and attached 17, correct? So this is the family name. So a split function has worked, and then element has added out these two value together, correct? And similarly, AWS S3 bucket has been created. Then you will see the max instance size, variable dot instance size. So let's get into the output section here. And you will see max instance size is 8. So out of this variables dot tf, if you will see variable dot, instance size is value 1 to 48. So out of this, the 8 is the maximum value that has been printed here. Let me do the Terraform apply and we will see the bucket name as well, correct? Let's do the Terraform apply auto approve. So you will see the name of the VPC, you will see the name of S3 bucket and other. So this is how we can implement the functions in our Terraform resource block, and we can utilize the inbuilt functions to create the resources, correct? Or to do the complex configurations of the resources, AWS resources or any of their cloud resources, correct? So this is how we can achieve that. And yeah, of course, some of the interview questions come as like, is there any way to have your in custom Terraform functions? So there is no any other way to have your custom functions, correct? Only lowercase alphanumeric characters are and hyphens allowed in my app prod this one, correct? So it has not created that. Okay, so it has made this, but timestamp 10:00. This has not been replaced, the colon. Okay, so let me replace the colon here as well. So colon should be replaced. Why it is not replaced? Allowed in my app prod 13. So it has not replaced this. Let me do this in another way. Let me do the control S. And again, let me run the Terraform apply. And let's see. Colon should be replaced with your hyphen, correct? Then it will be only applied. Want to add changes to bucket. Okay, once again, it's not applied. Let me try in another way. Okay, I'm just pausing video for 1 second here. So back to the video, and we were about here to talking about the bucket name. So we were using this replace function with the timestamp, correct? And we were trying to replace this column. So there were an issue. So I have just changed the logic. So now we are using the replace function and substring function as well. So what I'm trying to do here, so out of this timestamp, so this timestamp are generating the year, month, date, and the timestamps, so everything, correct? So rather than having all the details here, I'm just trying to do the substring here. So from the substring, I'm just taking out or taking output as this date, month, in the year. I'm just leaving behind this time format, correct? The hours, minutes, and the second. Then once I have the substring, then I'm using the like the timestamp will generate the today's time, and after that I am attaching this substring. Substring will find out the up to 10th. That means it will just select the date, month, and the year, correct? And after that, I'm just trying to replace 13 and 12. So if you don't want to use like this, just try with without replace function, correct? So I'm just trying with without replace function. Let me do the comment out here, and in the same logic, what I will do. So let me pick all this value, and let me just copy this particular line. Copy, Control C, and just let me paste it over here, and I will just take comment out. And then I'm just removing these two details here, 13 and 12. So all done. And I will remove this replace functions. Okay. So now it's fine, correct? So if I will be creating the bucket with this name, so what will happen? Bucket prefix value will come. That means my app will come, and then the variable environment, that means prod will come, and after that substring will work, and out of timestamps generated, it will select the time like the year, month, and date only. It will just leave behind this hour, month, and seconds, correct? So let's try this one, and then again we will be using the replace function. So let me do the Terraform plan here, and then we will do the Terraform apply. Okay, so it's been created. You can see it's stating the bucket name, changes to outputs, plan 1 to 8. And let me run the Terraform apply. So it will do the auto approve and it will create the resources. So let's go to the AWS console as well, so that we will be able to see that. Let me refresh. And you will see this bucket will be deleted and new bucket will be created with the name 13. Correct? Destruction comma 1 added. Now let's refresh here and you will see the bucket has been created with the name my app. हेलो सर, बताइए। एक छोटी सी, we were talking about this Terraform, correct? Terraform resource creation. So here you can see that in the bucket name has been created with the my app prod and the day, time is 13/12/2024, correct? So now if I use the replace function here, and with the help of that, you will see that we'll be able to change the this 13 with the help of 12, correct? So let me just uncomment this first one and comment out this. So what will it do? It will replace this 13 with the 12 or any of the data you want, correct? So rather than 12, let me do this 20, correct? Let me do the control S and rerun this Terraform apply, and you will see that the bucket name will be changed. So it will replace this 13 with the value 20. So this is how replace function work, correct? So you will see the use case of replace, substring, timestamp, the max value, and everything, correct? So you can see the 20 December 2024. That has been the timestamp. And now just refresh here, you will see the new bucket name. So this is how you can utilize the concept of functions in the Terraform. And once you are done, so as usual, we used to destroy all the resources. So I'm just destroying the resources what I have created with the help of this Terraform. Correct. So thank you so much for thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll meet in the next video with a newer topic. Thank you.